Scotland have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Okay, interesting. And here's the chance to counter. Robertson. Doak. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. McGinn. Great defending, strong and determined. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Brahim Diaz. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hakimi. Mazraoui. Played towards the other side. Brahim Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Hakimi. Hakimi goes forward. And he's there to clear it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mazraoui gets across to intercept that. Mazraoui. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the keeper has it. Doak. Robertson. Doak. McGinn. Scotland have a free kick. And he's heaved it away. McTominay. Diop. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's played forward. And that has been cleared. Well, they could break here. Morocco disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. El Ainawi. Unahi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Going for goal! Oh, brilliant! The captain has surely won it!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
Oh, that is a bit special. Morocco make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Is onto it in a flash. Mazraoui. Diop. Diop forwards and with intent. That's a lovely, neat pass. Riyad. Oh, good spread. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz, gently done. Doak. McGinn. Played into space. Robertson. He is just caressing the ball. McTominay. Doak. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Defending of the desperate variety. Doak. Scotland suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start.
Great chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Scotland clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed to get free. At a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Unahi. McGinn. Christie. Scotland already trailing and we've barely begun. Produces a cross. And he's there to clear it. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Unahi. Riyad shifted upfield. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Christie aimed forwards. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Riyad. Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. Christie. And it's played forward. And it's Christie. Spread out to the left. Decent progress down the left. Shot a goal! It's a loose ball. Bruno could be danger here. Time to deliver. No way through, so back it comes. Chance here to counter. Mazraoui. That's really well manoeuvred. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Robertson chooses to go cross-field. And they've got a throw. Showing good feet. Out to the left it goes. Played in by Mazraoui. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Christie. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Defending was strong and firm. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hakimi looking to add to his goal. Now that's well seen too. Aim forwards.
Morocco couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Gets it away. Looking to break at pace. Clipped into space. Throw in. Played into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Can he finish? Moved on forwards. Riyad attempts a clearance. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Unahi. And it's played forward. McTominay Lofted upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Unahi forwards and with intent. That has been knocked clear. That's really well manoeuvred. El Ainaoui does really well to win the ball there. Diop. And it's El Ainaoui. And here's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui. Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui, that's a delicate pass. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Brahim Diaz, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Diop, aim forwards. Mazraoui. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. He's having a shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Now it's McGinn. Played back in. Played out to the right. Plenty waiting in the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to dink it through. And it's played forward. Unahi. Mazraoui. It's a quick ball upfield. It's just beyond his reach. Doak. That's been drilled forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hakimi. Riyad, aim forwards. And that was asking just too much of him. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Mazraoui. Unahi forwards and with intent. Robertson. McTominay. Doak. And it's McTominay. Over to the left. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's a... Tries a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
to the right. Christie. Cleared without complication. Christie. Fired deep towards the back post. Hakimi. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well read, nice interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Majraoui. That's really well manoeuvred. El Ainaoui. And it's played forward, cuts out the pass. Driven forward, calmly anticipates. El Ainaoui. Unahi shifted upfield. Long ball looking to counter. Unahi. Back into the middle. Spread out to the left. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's in! Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, shooting chance! Ditch defending, but that'll do. Hoisted in. He's overhit it, and it's out of play. Brahim Diaz gets a cross in. Robertson. Out for a throw. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Duke. And it's Robertson. There's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Scotland really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
El Ainaoui, gently done. Christie. Aim forwards. That pass has been well intercepted. Hakimi is onto it in a flash. So what can they make of this? He's in plenty of space here. Brahim Diaz. Takes a shot! Christie. Moved on forwards. Now, what about a counter-attack? Out to the left it goes. Doak in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's neat. Oh, some tackle that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Unahi. Riyad, long ball upfield. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Unahi. Cross goes in there. Clears it away. And it's played forward. Riyad cuts it out. Unahi. Unahi forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. El Ainawi. Mazraoui. Unahi. Unahi stood his ground strongly. Over to the left. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good spread. Aim forwards, and it's been played through. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Mazraoui. Lovely bit of skill. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Turns and goes back. Can he spark a counter here? Christie. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Tries a deft little ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Doak. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Bruno gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's McGinn. And that is a little undercooked. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. He's found a way through. And the counter is on. And it's Christie. Christie looking up to see who wants it. Spread out to the left. Doak. Now here's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Scotland really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's a mighty effort! He can get that clear. And the pass is intercepted. Christie. It's a good-looking delivery. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Bruno breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Up towards the front line. Mazraoui. Unahi. Diop. Out to the left it goes. Too long and over the line. Christie. Has a look and plays it forward. Out of play for a throw. Mazraoui wins the duel this time. McGinn spread out to the left. Robertson played over towards the opposite flank. That has found him in acres of space. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. McTominay. McGinn. El Ainaoui. Hakimi. Diop. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Well, there's a probing ball. That's Christie. Christie! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Christie actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's cut it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Hakimi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Robertson. McTominay in with the challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Robertson looks to the other side. Now it's Christie. Have it back and can go again. Christie. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mazraoui. He's in plenty of space here. And that's been well dealt with. Played it again. Too much distance on that. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Robertson. Robertson, and that's aimed into the middle. Riyad can get it clear. Nice control. Shapes to shoot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Played out to the right. And now the breakaway. He's through here. There's no flag. Chance! Oh, quality save! Christie. Aim forwards. Diop does really well to win the ball there. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Thumps it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Diop getting this one clear. Robertson forwards and with intent. Hit into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. And a chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Al-Ainawi, and he goes cross-field. Christie. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. Diop, gently done. Al-Ainawi. Al-Ainawi shifted upfield. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Played towards the front line. Driven forward. Riyad cuts out the pass. Hakimi. Quality ball. McTominay. Scotland still chasing a one-goal deficit here. The pass has gone astray. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Plays it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. Christie forwards and with intent. Mazraoui. Out to the right. No, that's too long. Doak. Up towards the front line. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Brahim Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. Real chance! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection. and they were.
After 60 minutes is number 9.
Morocco are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Riyad shifted upfield.
Morocco are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
Morocco, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. Now it's Christie. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Morocco have got it back and they'll have another go. It's an inviting looking ball, that. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He could be in here and he shoots! There was plenty of power on that. McTominay. That's been drilled forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Riyad succumbs to the pressure. He's beaten the line again! He's got away with one there. Aim forwards. And it's gone back to the keeper. Diop. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Robertson played over towards the opposite flank. Christie. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's been repelled. Hakimi. Keeper's got good distance on that. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno, long ball by the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Mazraoui. That looks a good ball through. And he's there to clear it. Robertson chooses to go cross-field, and it's Christie. And he's picked out the run. Could be danger here. And they can counter here. Diop, aim forwards. Brahim Diaz. And he welcomes it in. He's in and the finish! Robertson getting this one clear. And here's Brahim Diaz. Hakimi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Christie. Played towards the other side. And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. That's a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
You know, he can't really have any complaints of being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Doak shifted upfield. Unahi gently done. Doak. McGinn. Adams. Oh, good spread. Christie.
Scotland truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Doak. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Probably deserved better.
Well, I thought the keeper was really confused as to what to do then, whether to come and take it or stay on his line, and yet in the end, he's allowed to get away with a lot of indecision there.
Calmly anticipates. Unahi. Oh, this looks sharp. Doak chasing after it. Doak gently done. Moved on forwards. Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. McTominay played out to the left flank. Very nicely done. Aimed in towards the centre. He's dealt with that well. That's really well manoeuvred. Unahi shifted upfield. Over to the left. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. And it's played forward. Unahi up towards the front line. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, such a clever touch. Mazraoui. That's good play. So who's he picking out? Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Spread out to the left. Robertson. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Unahi. El Ainawi. Hakimi forwards and with intent. McTominay. And it's Robertson. Robertson, and he goes cross-field. And that has been cleared. Unahi. Mazraoui. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. Mazraoui puts the ball in. McTominay. Robertson shifted upfield. Looks to the other side. And it's Christie. Christie making good progress on the right-hand side. That's really well manoeuvred. Could move up a gear here. Hakimi. Hakimi, gently done. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Forward it goes. That has been cut short. Diop.
Scotland are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Riyad. That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Pinged towards the front line.
Adams really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Riyad. Out to the left it goes. Brilliantly cut out. McGinn. Christie. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Out to the right. Played back to the goalkeeper. Driven forward. Unahi forwards and with intent. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mazraoui. Riyad gets across to intercept that. Do have a chance to counter here. Brahim Diaz. Lovely feet. Hakimi. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's nice. A chance to play it in. Brahim Diaz delivers. Chance here to counter. Done delicately. Riyad. El Ainawi. Mazraoui. Over to the left. And it's hoisted clear. There are a few waiting for it. Crossed it again. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Doak. Doak shifted upfield. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well read, nice interception. McTominay. McGinn. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's played forward.
Adams really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Unahi. And that's a good intervention. And that has been clubbed away. El Ainawi. And it's Hakimi. That's very neat. Brahim Diaz. That is a brilliant interception. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. El Ainawi played out towards the right wing, played into space out wide. Doak. Aim forwards. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doak, gently done. Mazraoui. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Inevitable in terms of the result, but that doesn't tell an accurate tale. This was much closer than it should have been. They really dug deep.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.